Welcome everybody, you are watching Friday Review. How do you create a team that's aligned, high performing and engaged in your business? Andy's the man to speak to about this because he's done it multiple times throughout multiple industries. So today we're going to learn how he goes about coaching people in getting a high performing team that's engaged and on target. So where do we start, Andy?
Right, so we use something called the 9 ways of systemizing the business. I put it on the flip chart behind. You're going to have to excuse me, guys, because this is going to be a lot of content in a very short space of time.
Oh yeah.
So I always use a sporting analogy when I'm explaining this to clients, and we're going to start with the leadership side. So let's take the England rugby team. I'm a bit of a rugby fan, so I'd like to use them as an example. First of all, they need a vision. What would their vision be? To be the best team in the world. Okay, that would obviously be their vision. The mission is the roadmap to the vision. You know, what sport are they playing? What makes them different? What's important to them? So this starts to flesh out the vision a little bit more. Then there's the culture. The culture is a set of values that are indicated by behaviours that you'd expect the team to bring to the field and indeed off the field to be consistent and congruent. So we've got them behaving in a certain way. And then they're going to set some goals. And now the goals are about maybe win the Six Nations, win the World Cup, win the next World Cup. So these are all road marks which will sort of lead to that vision, if you like. So now if we take these 4 things on their own, we've got a bunch of people standing on the pitch, really excited about the vision, really excited about where they're going, and useless because they have no idea what their part in that is. So this is leadership, right? This creates the behavioural environment and everybody pointing in the same direction. So essentially they're now aligned. That's great, and now we have to manage them. So over on this side, we've got the management aspects. There's the organisational chart. Let's call it the team sheet in this case. You know, unless we have a team sheet defining the positions, we don't know who should be playing where. So we've got to have a very clear team sheet and then positional contracts. So if we were to think about the rugby team, the hooker, for example, he's on the team sheet. He's responsible for feeding into the scrum, isn't he? He's also responsible for throwing a ball straight into the line out. So that would be on his positional contract. The fullback would be there. His great day on the field, if you like, is to be able to catch the ball when it comes down the field every single time and be able to get it back into play up the field as far as he possibly can. So really good place kick, drop kicks, as it were. So that would be their KPIs, their key performance indicators. What does a great day look like? You know, for a fullback, he's got to be able to catch the ball 100% of the time and drop kick it really far, really effectively, and be a fast runner. So he's now really clear on his own measures. You can take ownership of those to improve them. Then we've got the how-to manuals. That's the systems of the game. So in this case, it'd be the RFU rule book, wouldn't it? There's no point putting people on a pitch if we don't tell them what rules they're playing to. And then there's the milestones. So essentially, that's the scoreboard for the game. Well, what's the point of playing the game if we don't know what the score is? If we don't know what the score is, then we haven't got the measures that we need to win. Okay? So there's the 9 ways. This is the management element of it. So right now, if you think about that game of rugby, if you took any one of those 9 elements away, would the game make as much sense? And the answer to that has to be no. So why would your business be any different? If you take any one of those elements away from your business, why would you perform at the highest level? Now, for me, start thinking about this then in terms of what you need to fill in terms of the gaps in your business. But then you'll also notice above this, I've put something else, and we call this the 16 cylinders of high performance. Covey in his 8th habit talks about personal voice. He talks about the 4 types of intelligence: physical intelligence, so the body; intellectual intelligence, so the mind; emotional intelligence being the heart, so passion; and then spiritual intelligence being spirit, so that's conscience. So heart, body, mind, passion, and conscience. So if you think about how we've evolved here, you know, back in the day when it was the Industrial Revolution, we only needed people to turn up. There wasn't that much fragmentation in the marketplace. If you wanted to buy a car, it was black. That's how it was. So you only needed people to turn up to work and press a button so many times. They didn't need to be led. They didn't need to be aligned. They just needed to turn up and press buttons. That was it. As we started to move into the technological age, we needed more mind. We needed people to think more about what they needed to do, and that's okay. But then, what age are we in now? Well, a lot of people talk about a lot of ideas here, but for me, we're in the experience age. Okay, we've got plenty of opportunity to buy the same products or services. It's the experience around that product or service that allows us to differentiate ourselves.
Yes. Yeah.
So as a result, we need engaged people, and that's heart and spirit. That comes through alignment through the leadership message. If we don't have that, then we don't have the right promise to take out to the marketplace. This side is promise, this side is process. Process has to follow promise. But this is where customer experience gets created and the systems back it up. Here's where differentiation happens. Here's where competitive advantage happens. So for me, a lot of content there, guys, but we need to be thinking about that whole 9 ways in terms of the way it fits into the marketplace in its current form, and be giving people the best experience through aligned and engaged team members who know why they're being managed to processes to give a consistent, systematic performance for the business.
Guys, there's been a lot of content today, and as you can see, Andy's very passionate about this because it works and it's super effective when it's building organisations, building businesses. Without this stuff in place, the business doesn't grow. And the better you can do this, the more effective the business will grow. So Andy spoke really quick through this. If anybody has any questions, put them in the comments below or message us. Watch this video again, write them down, the ideas that you have, and send us any questions you have, because we haven't got time to go through all this one by one. So let's just talk with you. That's probably the easiest thing for us to do.
Definitely.
Let's talk about your business and how it applies to your business.
Yeah.
How far are you going to take your business? The content you're learning in this video is only the tip of the iceberg. If you're ready to take your business to the next level and start implementing the right strategies that are right for you, then now is the time to book your complimentary coaching session. In the session, we explore what strategies will get you to where you want to be in the most effective way possible. Book your coaching session today. Call 01527 757 910 or visit goodtogreat.actioncoach.co.uk.